tower in the upright could be in trouble on this full moon.
Call it a result of your poor decisions, naive actions you take towards your very own people, you cowards.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kimberly Ephone's Tarot. Today, Kimmy's going to be providing you the skinny, and we're going to do a shuffle so that your feathers shall not ruffle. Now, I just want to say before I get into this reading, I am a very spiritual person who does not identify with any religion, but I believe in the creator of the universe, and I consider myself a guy who is obedient to God, and anything I say related to spirituality is coming from God Himself. That's how I see things. I will say, I know it's unusual for a person who says that to do tarot readings, but I'm going to explain why I started doing these. Somebody was getting tarot readings done on me every single day, and they continue to do so. So, for that very reason, even though I was still in the process of discovering who I really was and my spirituality, I really discovered it from people sending me negative energy and getting tarot readings done on me daily. But it also inspired me to become a tarot reader. So I don't know how good I am. I don't know if the message relates to anybody, how symbolic it is. But today we're going to be doing a light and dark energy reading, angels and ancestors oracle, spirit animals oracle, and we're going to be doing like a shadow work one, as well as just the divine tarot, which is kind of where it all started for me. I gotta say, I was pre-shuffling, and the only thing that came out was from my angels and ancestors oracle, spirit of the sun in the reverse. What it means is absorb the energies of the universe, but it's in the reverse. So can that tell you something? Are you doing something wrong when you're working energy work, when you're praying to whatever you pray to? Are you asking the universe for something that's unattainable? Is your ego, arrogance, and pride getting in the way of the things that you truly deserve? Because I've had people attempt to take from me before, and even if they were successful at stealing from me, that's not something that really belongs to you. But this is not my reading. It's a reading for obviously whoever it's meant for. But the fact that Spirit of the Sun is coming out in the reverse from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, like that's the card that flew out. And I believe that was the universe's way of telling me somebody needed to hear that. But we're going to place it right here. And let me put on my Coca-Cola lip smacker before I get into this. Okay, so damn, that has a bite to it, man. It tastes like Coca-Cola, but it's like, it's somewhat pleasant. I don't want to overdo it with this, but this is my Coca-Cola lip smacker. Okay, so we have the Spirit of the Sun in the reverse from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, telling you that maybe something's not right with whoever this is meant for, but I'm going to shuffle this Divine Tarot deck now and see what comes out. This is just traditional tarot, but some of my other decks are different. Five of Cups in the reverse, that's the second one reversed. What does that mean? I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it means. The Five of Cups is useless regret without learning. You're jealous of somebody's new relationship, jealous of people's children, yet you continue to wallow in grief, refusing to seek redemption or happiness. And I gotta say, I've seen some people who do that. I've even tried to give advice to some of these people on YouTube who just go be a Debbie Downer or a wallowing hateful Henry or something like that. And all their content is just being negative and like sometimes it's feeling sorry for themselves, putting themselves down all the time. And when somebody does that, nobody is really gonna show up and give you a supportive word or show a kind gesture because people want to see you down and out most of the time. Unfortunately, that's just the way things are. But I'm that one guy who, when I see somebody doing that, I will leave a comment on the negative video where the person's putting themselves down and I'll say, hey, think you're kind of underestimating yourself a little bit. You do have talent. I've seen what you can do. And, I say that. Sometimes they process it, sometimes they might like it, but sometimes they might completely ignore it because they want to get to the next video where they can put themselves down again and stay in that low vibration where they're stuck because they refuse to move forward. And I don't know, that somewhat symbolizes this Five of Cups here. But in the reverse, how it came out, it says moving on, forgiveness, acceptance, finding peace, encouragement. So, like I just said, people who are in that energy really hate peace. They hold on to things. Now, you can forgive somebody if you feel somebody's really done you dirty. So many people have done me dirty that I made a decision I'm not going to forgive anybody for doing the unforgivable, but if they seek redemption or forgiveness, they can ask the creator of the universe himself or whatever you believe in. Pray whatever you need to pray to for forgiveness because I'm not going to be the one who forgives you for doing me dirty. But this isn't about me. And it's just the fact that I get readings done on me daily against my will because somebody else out there felt the need to get too involved in my energy and personal space. And for that reason, I became a tarot reader. So it's kind of weird to see a guy who worships the creator of the universe doing this, but now you know why. And now we're going to do one from the Shadow Work deck, which is specifically for people who are stuck in dark energy and they either don't want to move on or they would like to, but they don't know how to get out of that position. I hope I can provide some guidance and help and assistance wherever it is needed. And whatever comes out, comes out. I'm not here to judge you. If you made personal actions against me to cause me issues, I probably have judged you and I probably don't forgive you, but this is for whoever needs to hear it. Like I said, I'm not the one to seek forgiveness from. Just ask whatever you believe in for that. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Real sickly looking, disturbed individual. This chick probably watches too much anime. Hopefully she doesn't get together with Turntable Bro. The Suit of Pentacles represents the element of earth and embodies the material aspects of our lives. It's associated with abundance, prosperity, practicality, and the physical manifestation of our spiritual endeavors. It symbolizes the connection between the spiritual and material realms. I'm not even like an advanced tarot reader, and this is not knowledge I know offhand, so I need to follow the guidebook in order to understand it, interpret it, and convey the message. But I'm going to read what it says here. The Queen of Pentacles upright means nurturing, feminine provider, business oriented. In the reverse, it would mean work home conflict, gold digger, and materialistic. Now, it came out in the upright, but the way it's coming out in the upright, it's almost like it's battling the shadow work of that sun card that came out from the Angels and Ancestors deck, which was in the reverse. So, like, you have this sickly looking, disturbed gothic chick who I would have very much liked to get her phone number 5 years ago, but things change. She's wanting what she wants, and she doesn't care who she hurts to get it. And the reason why I'm interpreting it that way, even though it's in the upright, is because it followed the reverse of the Sun card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. I'm not just spinning the block to make it say what I want it to say. That's how I'm seeing it. I see somebody's in this shadow work. They don't want to get out of it. They feel entitled. They don't want to give up. But when you ask for the universe for things that don't belong to you, and you take things that don't belong to you, and you feel entitled and you expect things that don't belong to you, it's going to be a bad outcome for you every time till you learn, hey, I'm going to have to do the work on myself. I'm going to have to manifest my own blessings. And, I'm not out here comparing myself to other tarot readers. Like I said, the only reason I got started was because I was getting readings done on me every day. And I'll give those readers a compliment right now. They memorize all this shit. I don't know any of it offhand, so I'm reading from the book. So you're doing better than me in terms of competition if you thought I was taking tarot to be a competitive content creation sort of thing, but it's not my main focus. I'm a musician, but I also do a lot of other things. We're going to end this with the Spirit Animals Oracle. Spirit animals are something that really means a lot to me. Uh, I had a pet that wasn't done right, was handled in the wrong care, mishandled and mistreated by the system where the wrong people just do whatever they want. And it's like you take an oath to protect animals and help animals, and then you turn around and do the opposite. I would say you're a piece of shit, but that's what really connected me more to being in touch with spirit animals. And the bear became my spirit animal due to a humiliation ritual on a platform I won't mention. They compared me to the bear, and I said, I kind of like that. It's got a nice ring to it. And then what happened was I went out and got this bear paw pennant. And I said, I'm going to make that bear my spirit animal because the bear signifies strength, honor, and bravery. And I like it. But let's do a spirit animal message. Higher calling in the upright. You have within you the courage you need to let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So a noble choice cannot be feeling entitled to something that doesn't belong to you, and then you're just going to reach out and try and take it. That's not a noble choice for your tribe, is it? So like whether you're the leader of an entire group of people who feels entitled, or you're leading people like somebody even below you is following orders from that person and they're not living up to their higher calling, how this spirit animal card came out. It's like you want to take from people without really doing the work yourself. It's not a noble decision. It's bad for your entire tribe. It's bad for you. When the universe tells you, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but you keep going anyway, that's probably an indicator of what not to do. And with everything coming up in the next 5 days, I would tread carefully regarding energy work if you're in that dark energy. It's just something to consider. Queen of Pentacles, the Sun card in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse, and the higher calling in the upright. I think this reading's telling us we have the chance to make positive changes for ourselves as well as others. But not everybody wants to, and not everybody wants to admit they're wrong. There's a thing called toxic pride where you're too proud to admit your wrongs, and you would do anything to continue doing wrong. You'd do anything to continue living a lie. You would lie to yourself, you would lie to your peers, you would lie to your tribe if you identify as a leader. You would lie to your co-workers, you would lie to your employer, you lie to yourself, you lie to God or whatever else you believe in. You lie so much that the lie becomes you and you're consumed by the lie. And it's time to wake up from that lie. Hope this was helpful. Until next time, it's Kimmy Baby, providing the skinny baby, and we're signing out.
The tower in the upright could mean trouble on this full moon.
Call it a result of your poor decisions, naive actions you take towards your very own people, you cowards.